We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback and a... Comes out to the 25-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A first carry now for the former Viking. This is Sherrick McKinnon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And able to hold it in is Kittle. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Hey, hey, hey. We got three. Hurry up, here we go.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3.
Now McKinnon, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Carlos Henderson is deep for Denver. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Demaryius Thomas, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right. That's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, here's Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now Keenum. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
On first down, it's Rudolph. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award on this very field, Von Miller, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Rudolph. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Gal, the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Gun! Now let's go. 319. 319.
Throwing on third down, here's Rudolph. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
McKinnon. And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Here's McKinnon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Todd Davis in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Keenum now on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick: make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Keenum. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Keenum. Open man, and it's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Keenum on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now it's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
This is Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Rudolph. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
15 mine. I got 15 mine. Hey, watch the lane.
Rudolph going to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Rudolph throwing again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pierre Garçon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Gould now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On play action. Now Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Let's go.
On first down, Keenum. Throw left side complete. It's Sutton. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And that's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Freeman. And an alley to run. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Keenum. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's go.
From the red zone, it's Keenum. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andy Janovich, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rudolph on first down. A dump down to McKinnon. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A final shot before the break. Rudolph with a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Keenum looking for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Keenum. This one complete to Troy Fumagalli. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Keenum now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Keenum. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Just beating the play clock. Keenum swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Marquette King now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Rudolph. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last. They had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for
Hurry
here.
up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Got three. 3 down.
They'll throw here. Beathard incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. No running here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Earl Mitchell gets him down there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Keenum now on the keeper. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, the quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. After the run, Keenum going to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Earl Mitchell able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Keenum. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Beathard breaks the huddle and leads the Niners up with a 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Here's Beathard to throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Beathard. Caught left side, Garcon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Here we go now. Green 39!
Beathard. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
To throw is Beathard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw Beathard. Over the middle to Garcon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Beathard now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Beathard. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes it 24-13. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Here's Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Keenum. Now he'll let it go deep left side. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play. Keenum to Thomas. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Let's go, let's go.
Freeman again. Freeman a first down and more. And finally marked down at the 23. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Let's go, let's go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Into the secondary again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point lines up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He gets it with a Garcon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Beathard to throw. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot.
drop to throw again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Fights through and now a crease. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And now with the play clock winding down, they're going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they want to make sure they have this right before the 2-point attempt. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they'll go with the ground attack here. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll run it here. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
To his knee goes Keenum, and that should be the ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.